Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to the next time-lapse video here on Duct Tape Creations. In this time-lapse, I'm making a wallet themed after a Minecraft YouTuber known as Skydoesminecraft. So yes, it was really fun to make. This was requested. It was requested by Mustache the Cereal, so really appreciate this request. It was really fun to make. And I also want to say I really like that username. It's pretty cool. So yeah, so you can see here I'm just working on cutting out all the strips for the billfold itself. Which I had a little bit of a fail later on with the border lines, which you'll see. But I fixed it out. Still turned out fine. So yeah, this is gonna be the first of two time lapses first day. The second one's gonna go probably around 5 o'clock today. I'm gonna try and get up around 5, hopefully. It's gonna be for Kick Patowski, a show on Disney XD. So that's gonna be really fun. So look out for that. So that's gonna be really cool. And sorry if I say cool so much, I'm trying to get out of that. Actually a viewer mentioned that a few videos back, so just trying to get out of that rut and just trying to think of other stuff to say. So if I still say it, sorry about that. It's just, I guess, force of habit, not knowing what to say. So yeah, so you saw there I fixed up the borderline on the wall and turned out okay. So now I'm just working on the side borderlines using the gold. Or since this is wallet themed after Skydoesminecraft, if you watch him and you know of him, you know he calls gold butter. So I'm just work with those gold border lines. So yeah. So I apologize if some of you don't like, if some of you watch him and you kind of get annoyed by that or whatnot. I just felt the need to kind of mention butter or something during this video since it's for Sky. So that's kind of funny. So I actually am subscribed to him. I do watch some of his videos from time to time. He's pretty cool. I really enjoy him. So yeah, so there you can see is the paper image right there I'm going to do right now of Sky. It's pretty basic, but it was a little bit hard due to like Duckbrain not having enough shades of tape to do exactly how I wanted it. But like, because his shirt is like a light gray, a dark gray, and there's straps that go over his kind of like straps that go in an X shape across his chest that are kind of like are more towards the black. So there were no colors that matched too well, or the shades were close enough together to be different but work well. So I decided to just use the basic gray tape from Duck Brand and just use that instead. And I think it turned out pretty cool. It did kind of make it harder to do his hands because his hands are that more blackish color. So it didn't really go too well. So his hands at the end turned out to be like solid black. But then off camera, I reprint out the image that you see I'm working on right now, and just stick on some just cut out the hands and do like little gray outlines to represent where they are. So I think it turned out pretty nice afterwards. You'll see that later on when we do the real-time view. So that's gonna be nice. So yeah, so there you can see I'm just using the gray pieces there and sticking them on like I did. You can see them, they're already on the black outline. And that one piece there I was just cutting out, I lost it in the scraps, so I had to get the paper image and just recut that out following the borderline that was on there. So thankfully I saved that and it turned out okay. So I'm just using the gray tape from Duck Brand to do his skin tones for his face and his arms. And amazingly, I think this is like one of the few times that the beige tape, or the cookie dough beige is its official name, is pretty much match the skin tone of the paper image almost exactly, which is awesome and doesn't happen very often, which I find, well, that's what I find anyway. So that was pretty cool. Glad to find that out when I was working on this. So you can see him sticking on his face piece right now. So yeah. So this one took a while. It was around 2 hours and I believe 2 minutes to finish this entire thing, which seems a pretty long time for how small the image is, but what are you going to do? All the cuts were kind of small, and it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with this. So once I got it down pat and started working on this and getting up to pace, it didn't feel like it was taking all that long. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So now I'm just sticking on some gold pieces there to represent like a gold ingot, or as you would say, a butter ingot. And then he has like a pendant right above it that has like a purple gem on the inside of it, so I'm working on that right now. Just putting on some of the gold stuff, and then in a few seconds here I'm going to be putting on, cutting out a little purple half circle to put inside there. So you can see I'm doing the purple now. I was trying to think of what I want to do next, so if I wanted to do his hair or something next, but instead I decided to do that just to finish it off. So you can see a little half circle, and now it's on to the image. Looks really cool. So now I'm using some of the brown tape for his hair. So that's going to go on. So now I'm going to make a cut here, probably in like a minute or so, it looks like, and just looking at my editing software, just seeing how long I have till that, just to check. So I'm just cutting that around that. Some of the pieces that I have, like I mentioned for his hands, I was trying to freehand some stuff, which you'll see in a few seconds or a few minutes, I guess, I don't know. So that's going to be cool. Just had to freehand a little piece there for his hair. So yeah, so now that the little gray piece there you see I'm messing with, I'm attempting to freehand some pieces to represent where his actual hands are, but didn't go too well. I did match it pretty well for not being that great at freehanding, but I kind of scrapped the idea and just, like I said, I'm making a cut here in a few seconds, and just don't bother showing you this, because it took me like 5 tries to even try and do what I wanted to do. It didn't work. So you can see there's still nothing there. Just use some pen to for his mouth. Like I was saying, there's still nothing there for his hands, which will be there in a few when we get to the real-time look. So now you can see I put like a gold half circle behind him to give it more of a contrast to the actual character, which looks really cool. So now I'm working on a butter ingot, or gold ingot. Just feel the need to always say that when doing this time lapse, so it's kind of funny. So yeah, so there you can see the basic outline of the ingot. Now I'm starting to use yellow for the inside. So the actual ingot itself is multiple colors, kind of like a brownish yellow or mustard yellow, I guess you'd call it. But I decided to go with yellow, and it looks pretty cool because there's not too many shades of duct tape to go around to do this kind of stuff. So one tone colors worked really well for this, and I think it looks more like a piece of butter than anything, which kind of fits the theme of this wallet, which I really like. So yeah, there you can see, and just finished it up, rearranged a piece, and it looks pretty cool. So it's going to go right inside the wallet, and there you go. The real-time look at the wallet looks really cool. So we got Sky there, and you can see the little gray pieces on his hands to represent where they are. So yeah, once again, I'd like to thank Mustache the Cereal for this request. Really appreciate it, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this time lapse. So yeah, as I always say, just enjoy the wonder that is duct tape.